to my dance, but it might be the same. Why, yeah, girl.
Man from the Leo, GK, but really boiled down to key 10 my ratio. Puffing up and up in my grace like inspirations. I got assurance, so I know that I pray. I check the life lane, but how to four lanes and full blood.
Welcome back to Camera Farmer. Two things. One, I know that the lava lamp's still not working because I put it on 2 minutes ago, and I will remember to do it earlier at some point, but don't hold your breath. Second thing, this is late, this show, because I've now realised that if I'm running my laser, because this is the office part of my workshop, and if I'm running my laser while recording, and even editing, you could hear it through the whole thing, and it just ruins everything. So I'm doing this again. This has all been redone with nothing on in the background. So this week's show is about the Camp Snaps Flash. Now the reason I've come to this late in doing reviews of this camera is because I don't like flashes. I never use them. And the reason is I think I'm kind of taken out of the picture, and I just, it doesn't work for me. And I thought, okay, this is the way I've always sort of, they're necessary to use a flash, and it's the way I've always thought of them. It's a last resort. That's the way I've looked at it. So in preparation for doing this show, I thought, right, I'll look at this again and I'll readdress it to see if I think any differently. And of course I do. I'm an idiot. I was looking back at sort of almost action police shots from the 1950s and all these flashes that were used. That could only exist because of these flashes. They look so unique to the time. And of course, just using a flash off a disposable camera or a cheap camera in the 80s or 90s at a party, it gives it that very, very unique look that it only exists because of a flash. So there's lots of pictures that I like that only exist because a flash was used. It's just personally, I've got to have natural light, or even a fill flash, even sometimes using the reflector's too much for me, and getting some light back onto someone, and it seems a bit false, which is just snobbery. I know that. There's nothing else but that. So I thought, okay, I'm going to use this flash and see what it can do. Now it's just an LED light. You've got 3 positions: on, off, and auto. So I just put it to the on section, and I'm going to go out, and this is the problem. I want to film in a really dark place, so I think the video might just be complete blackness with occasional light going on. So this might not be good what follows. And what I'm going to do as well, I'm not just going to take close-ups of things or people. I'm going to try and see how far this flash works. So I know, for once, I actually know where I'm going to go and take pictures. So we'll see if it works. It's in black and white. I'm not going to do it in the colour one. I just want to see what happens to the sensor in complete darkness with the flash and at a bit of range. Some things I'm sure will be close up so you could see that. I'm not sure how long the exposure will be even with the flash, if they work well together. That's a little concern because it may read it as dark even though the flash is on. I'm not sure how this works at all because I've never used it. I've never read about it. I've never even looked at a review about the flash on this. So I'm going to go out in complete darkness where lots of dogs walk, so I'm sure my shoes will be a state by the time I get back. But we'll see how it goes. And if it does work, I've got an idea of the way I want to shoot. I want to shoot a particular structure with just black around it. And there's some houses as well, so I could use them as a backdrop. So it'll push the camera to its limits, and it'll probably not work, but at least it'll give us an idea of what the camera acts like in basically complete darkness. The color temperature of the flash, I don't know anything about it, so I might do one this week in black and white, and I'll take my color one out and I'll do that, but I might do it in a different way, like close-ups, and because this is essentially designed for taking pictures close. Even though I go out and do landscapes and everything with it, it's for taking pictures of your friends and stuff like that. So it's probably set for that. So that'll be good to look at that as well. But I thought I'll push it to see if it does what I think it might do. And it might be hard to get a very sharp picture unless you're very close to something. I think it might not read it the same way. But that's to be expected, and that's perfectly okay. It's just something you need to be aware of if it does that, which I think it might. So what I'm going to do is head out. It's day just now. So I'm going to wait till it's dark, head out, walk around in complete darkness with just this flash going, and I don't know how that'll be as a video for you to watch, but hopefully it'll be okay. So again, well, not again, for once I know where I'm going.
Okay, so I came to a place where I knew it would be dark, but I didn't realise that I'd be taking my life in my hands because I cannot see where I'm going. But I don't know if anything's shown up on the camera, but it's beautiful, clear sky, and I'm down at a bandstand, which I'm going to use the flash on to see what it actually does. I have no idea, I've never tried it, as I said, so, and you're probably just looking at a black screen. I don't know. Oh, you know what? That is really lighting up. For a little LED, that's really effective. So let's see if I can, if I get the stars in that as well, I think this could really work. There's a satellite passing over. That is so effective. Okay, I may have been wrong about this. I take it all back what I thought about flash photography. This is great. So I'll take some pictures. I mean, I'm shooting in black and white, obviously, but the colours are really responding well to the flash. There's a satellite. I'm going to tilt this up because there is a satellite passing. This is probably way too small to see it, but it's very cool. I'm thinking I might be able to get the background really well in this and the front light. Okay, everything that I've said in the previous segment about what I think about flash photography was completely wrong. Well, we'll see how this turns out. I might have been right, but it does look really good. Look at shadows there. It looks absolutely amazing. So I'm thinking there's a possibility I get the whole scene in all lit, which of course could only be done with a flash or a good static light. So I've definitely realised that everything I say is nonsense and you'll never listen to me on anything I say about cameras. But I think if you've watched the previous episodes, you already knew that. I'm just going to take a few more. I'll try and get this up here. I think this might work. I'm taking a lot because if it does work, it'll be good to get at least one that's nicely framed, or I'll try and get the rail bridge, which is just over here in it. There's lots of stars. I wonder if I could get the stars as well, because I know this camera can do that. Well, but there's no tripod. You've got to really hold it still. I'll take a couple more and then I'll head off to the next place I want to take a picture at, which is not too far from here. Okay, on to the next place. Now I'm walking in complete darkness again. There is little lights sort of guiding the path. But I'm heading up to this old bridge, Now, I used to come here to take pictures because the bridge is rusty and graffitied and always looked really cool. But this is about to get replaced with a bridge that starts way up here, so you could cycle across it and wheelchairs can get across it and things, which is, I have to say, it should have been done years ago. But I'll just take some pictures as I go. Because this is a great place, a part of Dundee. Down by the waterfront, just near the bridge, Magdalen Green it's called. And it's just so nice, as you see, for taking pictures. And in general, there aren't weirdos hanging about, which is always good. Right, now there is a light here, but I was thinking if I could light this side of it. Well, oh God, it does work. I've been wrong all these years. Oh my goodness. Whether it comes out or not, I don't know. Because it is still dark. And as we know, the camp snap is quite restricted in what it can do. And even within that though, it's just so interesting and good to look at. So I'm wondering if I could sort of cut this in half, this scene, and get the background as well. This is what I'm really wondering. If I can, I will be so happy. I've got a feeling it might work. Knowing my luck, because I was pontificating at the start about not liking Flash, I think I've been missing out on it all these years. I'll just do a couple more, then I'm done because it is dark. I don't know if any of them are working, but I'll give it a go. So, thanks for joining me on this realisation I may be an idiot. And until next time.